It is like a different line choice with making sure your back wheel has traction all the time versus like on the reach, because you've got so much momentum and so much power. So you're planting, you kind of have to plant your back wheel in better spots, but you also don't have as much momentum to roll over things. It's definitely a more technical ride. It's a mountain bike ride. Yeah. So what do we want to do? Ranger Summit? I probably don't need mittens, hey? Mountain. I'm gonna leave it at grade. So yeah, just listen for me a bit, because till I get my sort of my trail legs, you know, just figuring out how this thing handles. Give her. Ooh, some tech here. Yeah. I think on average, I'd say your wattage is about 1/4 of your legs to your arms. So it'll be interesting, our heart rate. I rolled down there in winter.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Were you by yourself?
No, as was Chris.
Okay.
He laughed and laughed. You can up the pace a touch if you can, or what? Not a ton, just a touch. Getting pretty burny back here. Yeah.
Where do you feel it the most?
Probably like forearms, like that start to burn first, yeah.
How you doing, Christian?
I'm doing good. It's a mountain bike ride. It's very different than, not that the reach isn't, but up on a reach, you're not with your biking friends. I mean, you can be, but it's more fun to just give her the beans and get to the top. But this is like, you're earning your turns, you know? It's been a while since I earned my turns. Yeah, it's not very rolling up here. There's a little false summit where it gets flat for 300 yards or so. Well, this is good. It's got you working, hey? So then up here there'll be a fork and go left, and then it'll just go up to this little false summit and we can take a pic.
Ooh, got out of my Cheerios this morning. It's quite the climb.
Yeah.
You were right on my tail the entire time. That's amazing.
That's what we wanted.
I was definitely working hard, and he on the RX, like right behind me the whole time. And it's so quiet too. It's amazing. It's just like you're riding with your friends, and
yeah,
like we're all working hard, sweating.
No, totally. When you can see I was giving it everything I had to stay there, so it's not like it was easy. But if it got easier, then like you kind of use the assist modes as resistance, really. Like I could just bump down one. So then like if I was riding with someone who wasn't super fit, I could still get the exact same workout as following you, because I could just like move it down.
You'd be moving a little slower but working just as hard.
Totally. But
getting those pipes going.
Yeah. There's some so it's less consistent climbing ahead, but there's some like techier, maybe not steeper sections, techier sections. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. But I'm stoked. There is a little bit of down here too. There you go, that was your little bit of down. We have summited. It's way better than I thought it was going to be, actually. This is a mountain bike trail, and I've been up here, like on the reach, and I wasn't sure how the cranking would do over roots and rock and turns and keeping momentum and like changes in grade like really fast, like on a big logging or mining road climb, like you can just auger into a gear and just keep going. And this was, I wasn't sure how it would adapt to the rapid changes, and it's awesome. Like I had to try really hard to keep up with you, but I wouldn't have had to try really hard just to get up.
Right.
You know, like I could have taken it easy, and that's the beauty of the motor, really. That it just helps you along. So. This is my first descent on like mountain bike.
Great ride.
That was an awesome ride. Thank you.
So good.
It's cool to have it in action.
Yeah, you can only imagine.
Yeah, we've hung our hats on a concept.
Yeah.
And it worked. So the endorphins and everything you get from like having like working hard. Like it does change the landscape when you get to the top and you look out at the mountains, like it's, you know, you're in like an altered state a little more than you would on the reach. So it's different. It's a totally different animal, which is what we wanted. So
yeah, and all the technical sections, you just like climbed right up them, and on the way down, like no problem. It was so cool to see how it handled.
Yeah, I'm happy. I think like the reach, you'll get better at it. So you get faster up, faster down.
Yeah.
But that was good. I think that counted as a mountain bike ride.
Definitely. Were you in granny gear the most, or like the biggest ring in the back the most?
No, it's on this granny's like a couple times.
Okay. But, for some of the steeper climbs,
yeah.
But that's good.
But you
had some variety.
Yeah, I think we could actually end up with a taller gear for a little more top speed.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. I'm excited for the gravel grind.
Fernie, let's go.
It's definitely a different animal from like down. The control you lose is kind of expected. There we go, because you're not like on handlebars. But on this, I'd say you'd build even more technique because you are cranking,
right,
but it's still like fast and bumpy. So if your hands are in the wrong spot for that moment, it's kind of, I imagine like how you can quickly go from pedaling to having flat. Yeah, it's like figuring out like how long it takes you to get there and where there is, you know?
Like looking at a climb and planning ahead where you want